The only jobs he created are for illegal immigrants. Is the worst, probably the worst administration in history. We've become like a third world nation, and it's a shame. There have been many young women murdered by the same people he allows to come across our border. We have a border that's the most dangerous place anywhere in the world, and he opened it up, and these killers are coming into our country, and they are raping and killing women.
When he was president, he was separating babies from their mothers, putting them in cages, making sure the families were separated. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. We had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never been anything like it. And people are dying all over the place, including the people that are coming up in caravans.
Thank you, President Trump.
My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser. The only person on this stage is a convicted felon is the man I'm looking at right now.
But when he talks about a convicted felon, his son is a convicted felon at a very high level.
The crimes that you are still charged with, how many millions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing a whole range of things, of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant?
I didn't have sex with a porn star. He basically went after his political opponent because he thought it was going to damage me.
This guy has no sense of American democracy.
He's not equipped to be president. You know it, and I know it. His presidency, he's without question, the worst president, the worst presidency in the history of our country. If he wins this election, our country doesn't have a chance, not even a chance, of coming out of this rut. We probably won't have a country left anymore. That's how bad it is. He is the worst in history by far. We had so many things that we had done, hard negotiations with Mexico, and I got it all for nothing.
How do you address concerns about your capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s?
This guy's 3 years younger, a lot less competent. I think that just look at the record. Look what I've done. Look how I've turned around the horrible situation he left me.
What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter.
Will you accept the results of the election, regardless of who wins? Yes or no, please?
If it's a fair and legal and good election, absolutely. I wasn't really going to run until I saw the horrible job he did. He's destroying our country.
I doubt whether you'll accept it because you're such a whiner. The idea if you lose again, you accepting anything, you can't stand the loss. Something snapped in you when you lost last time. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare,
pasado, rojo pastillado.